that?
I have a very positive outlook on life because I don't, some things I can't control. Obviously, I have to make right choices in order to do so, right? So some things I can't control, so I cannot. I've learned that stress holds you back, right? So I have different facets and I have a bucket system, and I've spoken about this in the past. I have my friends, I have my husband, I have my family, I have my son, I have my mom, I have, work, I have my volunteer life, I have my local leadership, I have my state leadership, and I have my national leadership roles. I treat every one of that with the importance that it is, and I put them on my schedule. But sometimes I just need to live life, right? So I can't stress about things I can't control. If in a real estate world, I mean, in the morning you're on a high. Oh my God, I have a closing, and then next few hours later you heard that an appraisal came in low, or there's an issue on inspections, or a buyer lost their job and they can't close on this transaction. And you have a property that's priced perfectly, but everybody loves it, but nobody's putting an offer in. So you have to learn to communicate. You have to learn to manage expectations. You have to let your clients know that you're doing the right thing and you have their best interest forward. So I think what it is that pour into, actually give everything the intention that it needs. Sometimes you have to pivot. You can't focus on one thing. You have to pivot and you have to do different things as well. But you have to do it well, and you have to be all-encompassing, and you're never going to be perfect at everything, right? Because if that was the case, my closet would be totally organized,
right?
And it's not, right?
Exactly.
So
Right.
it's things that's priority to you, because like I always say to my friends, sometimes I can't make plans, or I can't do this. I'll let you guys know, because guess what? My showings takes precedence, because when I went to my seller and I got that listing, I promised to be present. Right? So it's things that they don't realize, that you don't sleep at night when sometimes you take it very personally, like it's your own. And I think that's why I haven't necessarily expanded into a mega team or anything like that, because I want quality, and I want to be able to have that level of quality and integrity that is your name. When they hear your name, they're not questioning it. Like, people don't expect to see when you're Karen Johnson. Yeah, I'm Karen Johnson. What did you expect?
Yeah.
But because I could be versatile, I can be fun, I can be serious, I can be whatever, but it depends on the situation.
But you also do it very authentically. The thing is, you're in every situation, you truly are being authentic, and that's a gift to watch, because you are in a lot of different scenarios. You're sitting with sellers, you're sitting with buyers, you're sitting with state legislation. You're sitting with your colleagues, with your family, and no matter where you are, no matter what hat you on, whatever bucket you're in, you really are very authentic in every bucket, and that's an art. I mean, that is an art.
I think it's also what your parents taught you, right? A product of your environment. You treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO. You treat everyone with respect, because they deserve that, right? And that is why people from all walks of life, I think being able to walk into any room and speak to anyone is something that is, and you know what, as you get older, you have more confidence, right?
Yeah.
I know, people sometimes may judge or whatever, but I feel confident in who I am. I like who I am, right? And I think that's important to do, is be happy with what you are. I am also very grateful for opportunities, and I think gratitude is really important. I don't focus on the things that, are negative. I do pay attention, and I know what I should be improving on. However, I'm not going to, there's going to be naysayers no matter what, right? There are going to be negativity. I call them fans. Because I'm not going to give them, that attention, because it just detracts from what I could be doing better.
Yeah.
Or I look at life as we every moment we have to create memories.
Yes.
And when we look back at that, and we have to look back and say, hey, you know what? No regrets.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just the other night, you took the opportunity to go dancing with your husband.
Yeah, I did. We were spontaneous and we had a great time, but we need to do those things in order to, and the most important thing is that you have your circle, your inner circle, and your family, and my core, supporting and understanding what you do. Sometimes they don't understand why you spend so much time volunteering, because my husband looks at things differently. He's like, oh, you should be doing this and the other. And I said, listen, these are the things that fill my soul. and I need to make sure my soul is filled too, because I think it's an entire picture. Like, you have different aspects of your life. I mean, as friends, we just want to sit down and relax sometimes and just kick back and just float in the pool.
That's right.
You know, because we need to, because your mind is always, people don't realize, because we make each client feel like they're the only one. In order for us to survive in this industry, we have to have 10 on the burner.
Yes.
We have 10 coming
That's
on
right.
the burner and 25 coming after that, not to cycle or anything, because sometimes, guess what? Something that should have taken 2 months is now taking 6 months, 8 months because of our market. But guess what? This is the time that we step back, refocus, and you know what, prepare and understand what your shortcomings or what you need to do, because guess what, there's always going to be someone who is new, who has new tricks, who has best social media, or who talks this way or whatever. Continue being yourself.
That's right.
Delivering service, and no one is competition, because I never view anyone as competition. Right. I'm self-motivated. I like awards like any other realtor or anyone else, because you want recognition, but I don't mind working for it. And I don't mind being number 2, because it makes you work for it.
That's
like,
right.
Those are things that I want my child to learn. I don't ever want him to take his foot off the gas, because no matter what, there's always going to be somebody who's going to be in your head better, right? Is it a perfect picture better? No, but we have these things in our heads that make us second guess ourselves or doubt ourselves. But if we arm ourselves with the tools, with the things, the people, surrounding yourself with quality is the most important thing you can do. I don't sit there and gossip. I don't need to gossip, because it's just negativity, right? I much prefer talk about things that will benefit all of us. Let us grow together, grooming each other. And, you know, people sometimes assume they don't know you, because they assume what they see, or numbers that you're producing, or awards, or whatever it is. But they have to be able to see themselves and say, hey, if she can do it, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.